A follow-up now to a 10 on your side investigation of a Medicare program that's hurting patients and ambulance companies.
A few months ago, we told you how the trial program was making it tougher for those who need regular non-emergency transportation for treatment, especially dialysis. Investigative reporter Chris Horne is here to tell us how the bureaucracy continues to hit the companies that transport the patients to the care they need. Chris.
Indeed, Tom. Medicare said the new program wouldn't create more paperwork, but the ambulance companies tell us just the opposite. But their biggest problem isn't more paperwork, it's less money coming back to cover their services. A lot less, as in virtually none.
It's overwhelmingly sad, and it's sort of angers me even as just a citizen.
But in this story, Kathy Watley is more than just a citizen. She's on the front line in the battle that her employer, Mid-Atlantic Regional Ambulance, is having with Medicare.
They want more documentation. Every piece of documentation that we send them is never enough.
As we first showed you in March, Mid-Atlantic and others like it can't get Medicare to reimburse them for transporting patients like Gladys Goodhope. She's considered non-emergency, but her dialysis treatments 3 times a week are vital.
We will take them to make sure that we don't want them to die.
Medicare is trying out a new protocol in Virginia that requires additional pre-authorization from the patient's doctor, even if Medicare covered their rides for years in the past.
However, we have doctors who will even give us a prescription for transport, and Medicare still is refusing to pay.
That go behind my head.
We're talking that the people who desperately need dialysis and can't get there any other method will die.
And the tab for unpaid ambulance rides continues to pile up, currently running several $100,000 for Mid-Atlantic alone. The owners planned ahead financially so they could keep their lights on and the ambulances running. Medicare says one of the reasons for the tighter regulations was to cut down on ambulance fraud.
It seems to me that it's not that they're trying to cut down on fraud. It seems like they're trying to just cut down on people who need services, period. And knowing that a dialysis patient only has a very short period of time between the time that they stop dialysis and the time that their life ends, playing this kind of game, it seems as though they're deciding who should live and who should die.
Medicare will decide by December of next year if the program will go permanent and national. And if it does,
how many lives do they have to lose in that year and a half before they realize that it's not a good program at all?
Now Medicare sent us data that shows the pilot program is approving about 35% of the claims submitted for reimbursement. But here's the reality for Mid-Atlantic here in Hampton Roads. They have 60 people who need to get to dialysis every week, and Medicare has approved claims for just 2 of those 60 patients. That's a long way from 35%. And until the situation improves, and as long as the company can afford it, it will essentially be doing charity work, getting these folks to their kidney treatments. Chris Horne, 10 on your side.